Hi, I'm Heather with Urban Threads. Today we'll be discussing hiding stabilizer on the back of your embroidery. All fabrics need a proper stabilizer for best results. I use one piece of medium weight cutaway stabilizer for most fabrics, but sometimes it can show through. There are many options for hiding stabilizer, and today I'll show you how they work. Let's take a look. Start by taking a look at Tearaway Stabilizer. Tearaway leaves the back of the embroidery looking clean, but during stitching the fibers begin to break down. Through wash and wear, Tearaway will break down even more, which leaves the design with less support. Tearaway Stabilizer does work well with light, open designs like this one, but only when it's paired with a fabric that can support the stitching without the help of sturdy stabilizer. In this example, I paired a Tearaway Stabilizer with a flour sack towel. Now let's take a look at Sheer Mesh Cutaway Stabilizer. It's lightweight but sturdy enough for light to medium intensity designs. I don't recommend this type of stabilizer for heavier, more complex designs, but it does work great when paired with t-shirts and onesies. It's also soft to the touch, so it's not as stiff or rough as some other cutaway stabilizers. Since this stabilizer is sheer, it doesn't show through the fabric nearly as much as the thicker cutaway would. Here's a neat trick to help you decide which stabilizer works best. Run your hand under the fabric. If your hand shows through, chances are it'll show the stabilizer. If you're stitching a light to medium intensity design, then Sheer Mesh Cutaway Stabilizer is the best choice. If the fabric is thicker and your hand does not show through, then medium weight cutaway stabilizer is best. A great way to cover the stabilizer and the stitches on the back of the embroidery is to add a piece of fusible knit. I'm using Cloud Cover Stitch. Cut a piece of knit, place it on the back of the embroidery, and press it in place. Another cool way to hide the stabilizer is to not hoop it with the garment, but instead stitch the design onto another piece of fabric to create an applique piece. I stitched this design onto a scrap of t-shirt fabric using Cutaway Stabilizer, then cut around the design. Add a piece of double-sided fusible web to the back of the applique piece. Place the applique piece onto the garment and activate the fusible web with an iron. Be sure to follow the instructions on the fusible web packaging for best results. Then, stitch around the outer edges of the applique piece and the t-shirt's ready to go. Adding applique or patches is a great way to avoid stabilizer show-through. Add embroidery where you may not be able to hoop the fabric and make the stabilizer more comfy. For step-by-step instructions, more embroidery designs, inspiration, and tips, check us out at www.urbanthreads.com.